Welcome back. A decade-long war has brought utter devastation to the people of Syria, but it's the country's most vulnerable who have suffered the most. Children with Down syndrome must endure the painful isolation and lack of resources brought by years of conflict. But in the city of Idlib, there is hope. CNN's Arwa Damon visited the only Down syndrome support centre for children in the Syrian province. She joins us now from Istanbul. Good to see you, Arwa. Take us through what you witnessed, what you saw, and what else can be done to help.
Lynda, I'm still smiling just thinking about the experience of being able to see the magic that is created when people commit to dedication and supporting those who are most in need.
It's hardly what we expected to find, but from the moment the children piled off the school bus, we were enchanted. The dingy building, the dark staircase, the tiny classroom, all of it melted away, overtaken by the rare beauty of what's happening here. As the other children sway and dance to the music, Sara keeps her head down. It's her first day. She's shy and scared. The other children were like this as well when they first started. Learning tools are shared. It's all they can afford at the Center for Children with Down Syndrome, the only one of its kind in war-torn Idlib. All the staff here are volunteers, drawn to the center because while Syria's war has eradicated childhood, it has been especially cruel for the most vulnerable. They finally managed to coax Sara outside. The isolation brought on by war, the lack of specific resources, meant that many children with Down syndrome regressed, while others never learned the basics, like walking, feeding themselves, and speaking. One of the boys plays with our microphone. The children may not be able to articulate what they have been through, but they are all well aware of the violence of their surroundings. Abdul Karim is 6 years old and a total charmer.
Apparently he used to be so shy, he would never come up to people. Yellow, bravo. He wasn't even able to say any words. He'd lost all of his speech before he came here.
The center was started by Abdullah Muhammad 7 months ago. He's a pediatric nurse who did a year in a clinic for special needs children before the war. He pays the rent for this tiny space out of his own pocket. We're struggling to stay open, Bara'a Abdullah, his wife and the center's director, says. But at the same time, we can't let go of the kids. Especially not now that they have seen the impact they can have, and knowing that hundreds more need their help. Down syndrome is a genetic condition in which a child has a full or partial extra chromosome. This affects the way that the child's brain and body develop. Early intervention can mitigate the majority of the developmental challenges. But even before the war, that was a struggle. One of the many problems is weak muscle development, Jamila Al-Musa, the physical therapist, tells us. She says Abdul Karim should have splints to help his knee joints, but she has to work with the little she has.
This is incredible. I mean, if we had been here 2 months ago, he wasn't able to walk on his own. They had to carry him through everything, and now intense physical therapy, and he's doing so well.
Years ago, Sara's parents had put her in school, but she was severely bullied. Her mother tried to help her at home, and she was doing well until a rocket landed on their house. She was pulled out from under the rubble and hospitalized. Her parents tell us that after the strike, she stopped talking. One of the teachers keeps gently urging Sara to play, comforting her, making her feel safe. Just 2 hours after Sara arrived, she's already making friends. She's not alone anymore. This is the first time that we're seeing her interacting with other kids, bonding. her father, Muhammad Ghazul, says, clearly emotional. She's still shy with us, but says, I'm happy, and runs off to play outside. If they were just given the opportunity, these children can grow up to fulfill their potential. War won't stop them. It's what the adults here dream of. It's what they see children with Down syndrome do in more developed parts of the world. But at least they have created a space where there is no stigma, a space where there is joy and hope.
And Lynda, Abdullah, the others who are at the center, all of the volunteers, they know that they can do so much more with these children. What they hope to be able to do is to get the financial support to be able to rent out a bigger space, have the necessary resources that are needed, whether it's for the physical therapy exercises that a lot of the children have to do or other resources. Now, at the moment, they don't have a mechanism to be able to receive donations. It's extremely hard when one is based in Syria because you have the realities of being in a war zone, the effect of the U.S. sanctions on Syria, and they're a very small center. So what they're looking at doing right now is partnering with another bigger, better established organization, and again, creating a way to be able to receive donations from viewers and others as well. So in the meantime, if people want to follow them on their Facebook page, I've posted the link to that in my Instagram account. It's in the bio on my Instagram account, which is at Arwa CNN. The link to their Facebook page is also on my Twitter at Arwa CNN. I'll be sharing information as to how people can donate and support them once they have that mechanism set up. Because, I mean, again, what they're doing there is so beautiful. It's so magical. It's such an utterly unexpected experience to be able to be there and witness this. I mean, for all of us who were involved, myself, my entire team, this was our most special moment, my most special moment in covering 10 years of Syria.
Wow. That was such a special piece, and the kids, you could tell, really, really loved having you there and seeing you, and it's such an important story to tell. I'm going to share those links that you have posted as well. I'm sure we will have a lot of viewers that want to support that cause. Thanks so much, Arwa. Damon for us in Istanbul. Well, you are watching Connect the World. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.